Good morning world from Mount Kitanglad Agri-Tourism Farm. We are on the hunt for pine cones. Story, show us what you found.
Pine cone?
This is fantastic. You haven't held a pine cone since Portugal, have you?
Where are they coming from?
Yeah, can you see where they're coming from? Wow, don't lose them! Let's save them. Amazing. All right, let's go and do a little Hobbit House tour. So after all of our travels, we've finally arrived here in Bukidnon. This is an area that's actually quite difficult to get to because a lot of it is off-road. Jun Jun managed to get the van here, but he actually put a hole in his tyre. So he's down there repairing his van while we're gonna go and check out the house. Poppy's found a pine cone too. Look, she was just sniffing them. She's so excited. Yeah? There's so many. Look at that selection. Goodness me.
Right under the pine trees.
What's happening? Are we underneath the pine trees? Yeah. Oh, she's got a pine cone. It's so cute, Poppy. I think she's going to nibble on that one though. This is going to be her nibbly one, yeah? Alright, so there is actually an event on today and they're going to be planting some trees. Yeah. So that's why you can hear some music and activity going on. Grabbing a load of shoots here. This place is a working farm and they actually do citronella oil distilling and bottling here.
Yeah, they grow citronella. They make citronella oil, eucalyptus and tea tree oil.
Yeah, and you can really smell it. Well, last night when we were walking through,
when we arrived in the pitch black dark, it was walking up here. It was quite an adventure. we all could have this massive smell of citronella and lemongrass. It was lovely.
Amazing. And there was no mosquitoes around. They probably got really blasted away by the plants. What can you see in there?
Bunny.
Oh, that's so cute. I haven't seen a bunny for a long time. I like that black one. So I mentioned briefly we're staying in a Hobbit house. Yes, that's right, like from the Lord of the Rings. They've actually built a replica of the houses. That is our accommodation. But they've also got these really cool tree houses you can see in the background. They've got A-frame houses and also a campground. So it's quite well set up if you can get here. I reckon this was their test structure. What do you think, Sash?
Yeah, it's now housing corn.
They're probably trying to make the circle doors for the Hobbit houses that we'll show you in a minute. What have they got in their Story?
It's got corn.
That is corn storage. There's so much in there.
I wonder if there's any animals in there, so that's why I have that.
So you can probably hear the reggae tunes blasting. They have actually got a plan to do a reggae show later tonight. But our mission right now is to go back to our Hobbit house and try and see if we can light a fire and roast some marshmallows. This is something that Story really wants to do. Looks like the event is getting into full swing now. Music is playing. There's our friend Louis, busy guy. Yeah, organising the event. And here's the way to our house. The Hobbit houses. Let's go. Louis is one of the managers of the strawberry farm that we visited a while ago, and he is the one who actually invited us down to this event to check it out. Good morning. Good morning. They look like they're going to be doing the traditional dance later. I'm getting my first glance of the Hobbit house in the daylight. Here we go. What do you think of this? How fantastic is that? They've done such a good job of making this place look like something out of Lord of the Rings. Little Hobbit houses tucked into the earth. They've got these ancient looking bridges that they've built. They've set up little photo opportunities for everybody. So you can actually pay 50 pesos to come in and just take pictures. You don't have to stay in the houses. Look how cool this is. Look, they've set up some chairs there so you can sit down. The structures are very well made, very authentic. And we're getting closer and closer to our house. We took the most well-built house on the top of the hill.
Bobby, you can actually see that.
What have you found? Yeah, it's a secret Hobbit house.
How did that get there?
Oh, that's really cool, isn't it?
I think it has a door handle.
Yeah?
I wonder how it opens.
I'm not sure. Was that one open? No, maybe that one's just for show. Right, so are you ready to give us a little house tour?
Yes.
Of where we're staying?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, we're going to walk through this beautiful entrance.
And there's lovely silver rocks.
Silver rocks?
On the bottom, look down.
Oh yeah, I can see what you mean. That's cool. They're steep, aren't they?
And pops.
Look at this beautiful place. Poppy's already waiting to go in.
I'll open it for you, Poppy.
Yeah? Can you open the door? I'm ready to go in.
Welcome to my Hobbit house.
Look how cool it looks with the circular door and that little mural. Look, Poppy's having her feet dried. She's ready to get cozy.
Oh.
Look at the shape of the windows as well. They've done them like semicircles and they've put like banister rods in between them. It's very, very cool. Red brick wall on this side. And Story, what's that over there?
A fire.
A fireplace and a chimney. And they've given us firewood, haven't they?
Yeah, imagine if Santa was real, he would just come through this trail.
If Santa was real, he could come down the chimney, couldn't he? So what are we going to do with this fireplace?
Put marshmallows in it.
Yeah, we brought our own marshmallows with us, didn't we?
Yeah.
So cool. We're going to try and build a fire.
I was taking out the pine cones from your pocket.
Oh yeah, let's get all of those out. Let's get all of those out.
Let's get all of those out because they're really heavy, aren't they?
Poppy has been fed. Look at this, people. When was the last time you saw the inside of a Hobbit house? They've done a really, really cool job. It's a very basic style accommodation, but don't you think it's great that they've actually built this place into the earth? They just cut it into the side of the hill. We've got this theme appropriate decor here, some oil lamps. They've got a Bible there opened up at a page, which looks really good. And it frames down that fireplace nicely. I actually need to get a lighter. From this angle here, you can actually see the forest reflected on the ground. Look at that. Really cool. It really makes you feel immersed. So in terms of practicalities, they've got a proper full-size fridge here. We've got our stuff in there already. They brought us some food last night. You've got a plug socket here with 2 plugs, but we brought an extension lead. I'm really liking what they've done here with this table. It is cross sections of a tree laid out in different sections there. So you've got a multi-purpose table. There are 2 single beds out here. That's where Jun Jun slept last night. A spare bed by the Hobbit door, and I'll show you our room. It's actually deceivingly big when you see this other room. I'm going to walk in now. We got the family-sized place, so when you walk through this tiny gap, you are greeted by a huge bed that goes all the way across there. It is definitely not the prettiest room we've ever stayed in, but it was more enough space for us all to sleep. We even managed to fit the Poppy Palace down there. Poppy slept inside the room with us last night. The beds are really solid. They're like camping mattresses, and I think that's the key here. When you come to this place, you've got to think of it like a camping experience, but more glamping really, because you've got a roof over your heads and we've got a fridge and some electricity. And of course the way they've styled the place is very photo friendly. There is a bathroom too. Inside here we've got another one of those cool windows. We have a toilet, a sink, and a shower space, but there isn't actually a shower, but they do have a bucket Tarbo style. Cute heart-shaped mirror there. And we have running water as well. It's cold water, so it's a good idea to have your wash in the middle of the day. When we got here last night, the temperatures dropped quite a lot. It was still quite warm in the beginning, around about 7 o'clock, but by the time it reached maybe 10 o'clock at night, you could have lit the fire, but it was just too late. We were all really sleepy. And see what the girlies are up to outside. Here's Stink Pop. What are you guys doing?
Doing a new workbook that Mum bought.
Doing a bit of schooling?
No, it's a storybook, but you join in the story like by drawing pictures and stuff.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
we're just doing a little. It was a surprise book for stories, so.
Like an interactive storybook?
Yeah.
You having fun, Story?
Yeah.
You brought your own little story kit of pens with you as well, I noticed.
Yeah.
You're well stocked for your holiday. You little artist, aren't you?
Yeah. There are 6 secret compartments.
Yes, please. What's under there? A little pad of paper. So you can do your drawings.
Nobody will know.
They won't. Story, I've got a challenge for you later. You can draw the Hobbit House. Yeah? And then we can write Hobbit House.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Who would have thought you could find a place like this in Mindanao, Philippines? We mentioned the last time we came here, Mindanao is a very underrated region of the Philippines. Doesn't get as many international tourists as it deserves. They do actually have Hobbit houses in other parts of the Philippines too, but as far as I know, this is the only one in Mindanao. When you leave the house and walk down this path here, it takes you to an outdoor campfire. You can imagine having that burning under the starlight there. As you can see, some of the Hobbit houses are just for show. If you go around the back of this one, it's actually just an empty shell. But you can see our house up there, definitely the most established of the lot. And if you pass around to the right here, oh, Poppy, have you come to see me?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you whining over there, but I didn't know what it was for. Is it just for me? feel very
I want
loved.
to show you what's down here.
You're guiding me, are you?
Yeah.
All that motorbike noise is an ATV and trial bike tour that they're doing up through the hills today. Normally it would be a lot quieter than this. So take a look at what they've got over here.
Yeah, there is an outdoor shower and bathtub.
Jungle rainfall style shower. They built it into a tree stump. And then down here you can see it's got a bit mucky, but they normally fill this with flower petals and you can have a little bath here inside the foliage.
It's quite chilly today, and on a sunny day it would be lovely to get in there. It isn't deep, it's just like a shallow bathtub.
Yeah.
Surrounded by all these flowers.
Imagine the pictures you'd get as well.
I know, Story would love it, but it's a bit muddy.
Yeah.
A bit of a muddy bath at the moment.
I'm glad that we took the opportunity to go out this morning because it's just started to rain now.
It's actually quite nice. I'm sitting here in the rain, but it's still quite warm.
Actually, Sacha just abandoned the inside of the house because she said it was really cool in there.
It is, it's really cold in there. It is fluffy, 2 pairs of fluffy socks and jumper wear in the house.
Yeah.
You sit outside and it's t-shirt again.
And if you've been anywhere in the Philippines for a while, you know that it's quite the novelty.
Yeah.
To be able to get socks on or some kind of long clothing.
Exactly.
It's part of the experience, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a lovely morning though, really, really nice and sunny. And we went out quite early, maybe 7 AM, and we just walked around the grounds for about 2 hours and taking in what was here.
It's very pretty. It's perfect for a photo shoot. If you are an Instagrammer or a videographer or you just love taking pictures, there are so many angles. I felt like it was like kid in a candy store. Every angle was something to take a photograph of. It's actually Story's 5th birthday coming up soon, so she was walking around with her number 5 balloon and we managed to get some shots of her. Wow, look at you, Queen of the Bridge.
Just trying to think about my birthday. Yes, Daddy, this won't be as slippery. Wow, Daddy.
Whoa.
Maybe I would go inside.
There's nothing in that one.
I want to see what's inside. Yeah.
It's not just the Hobbit houses they've got here as well. Around the grounds and around the ponds, if you carry on walking, you eventually get to some A-frame houses up on the hill. I do believe you can stay in those as well. You can book a night.
Yeah, and there is a campfire, like a central campfire for those to use. And also in the same area where the A-frames are, there is an amazing infinity swing where you just swing off to the edge, and a stunning view. Really, really lovely.
Yeah, from that vantage point there you can actually see the mountains in the distance, and you realise that you are still in Bukidnon, which is like the mountainous region of the Philippines.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and Story was really excited. The first thing she said was, "It's a playground!"
Playground.
It is, isn't it?
Should I try one out?
Go for it. Yeah, the tyre swings.
Yeah.
They've got like a little surfboard activity you can jump on. It's like a kind of wobble board on ropes.
Yeah, some swings as well as the big infinity swing as well. It was really nice.
Yeah, I absolutely love how they've styled this place. It really does feel like you're somewhere completely different.
Yeah.
I've not seen anything like this on the Philippines islands yet, so we are glad that we managed to come down here.
And I like that when you're walking around and it's all overgrown and you see all the trees and everything, and then all of a sudden you'll see a hobbit door in the leaves.
Here it is, I found it!
Well done.
Then just all the little details of little random things dotted around the grounds. It's nice.
Hello!
Yeah, they've definitely taken their time to think about how to make this place feel as authentic as possible, and it shows in the pictures and it shows in the videos too.
Yeah.
I'd highly recommend coming down here. We're not being sponsored to talk about this at all, it's just what we're feeling. It's very, very nice.
We're here and that is what we saw this morning.
And you can tell someone who's been looking after the flowers too, like to keep all of the plants alive and to keep everything looking fresh and in season, so that you've got something colourful to back against all of these props as well.
It's actually really started raining now. We're getting quite wet filming this.
Yes, the intensity has gone up a little bit. So let's go inside and see if we can light that fire. So Story attends a forest school on Siargao Island, and they recently built a fire there, didn't they?
Yeah, but I've forgotten how to make the teepee shape.
Like a teepee shape, yeah?
Yeah, but I've forgotten how to make it.
Alright, well let's do it together. Let's move this basket out of the way. Move that poppy out of the way. Alright, see those little sticks at the bottom, Story? Yeah. I think those ones will burn faster. Okay, Poppy, you're going to have to excuse us, please. We're building fires here. I used to be really good at this, Story, when we lived in Portugal. Used Built so many fires. It was the only way to keep warm there.
It was cold in that place.
Yeah, it was cold in our house in Portugal, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe we can sit them in the mud, the dirt.
Yeah, we can use this ash.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Tent shape.
Almost a tent shape. What do you think of the shape we've built so far?
Yes, but
Looking promising?
I think we have to lean that one against there. Really gently.
And then we have to get the big sticks in too, don't we?
Yeah.
Let's see if Joe's fire skills.
Still exist. Oh, the match lighting skills aren't on point. There we go.
There we go, alright.
Stay alight.
Here we go.
Oh, they're the shortest matches in history. Oh no, attempt 1, gone.
Trying a new technique.
Come on, paper.
Lighting the paper.
Into the fire you go.
No.
Third attempt.
Okay.
Come on, fire. Come on.
Let's try that. This should do it. There we go. This is looking good.
There we go. Woo!
We actually got some gasoline from this like gas lamp.
The kerosene.
Yeah, kerosene.
Yeah, well done, Jun Jun. Good idea.
Now Poppy gets to watch the fire too.
Yeah, well if this doesn't work, I don't think anything will.
Have a
Match
fire.
oil, paraffin, kerosene, TP shape.
Well, it seems to be going.
So to keep the fire alive, Jun Jun is ripping some splinters off of the top of the logs and throwing them in. This is an excellent technique actually. We've got some kindling, but it wasn't very dry, I don't think. That seems to be catching a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Just get it a little bit brown. Yeah. Have a look now.
Just like a grilled.
Like this.
Has it got a little bit more? It should go a little bit melty. Hold it higher.
Okay.
Good girl, that's it, well done. How's that?
Like this.
I can't really see. Hopefully we can get a nice melted marshmallow. How's it going?
Okay.
How do they look?
They look good.
Do they have specks of brown on them?
Yum.
Yeah? Is it good?
Yeah.
Amazing. That one looks really good, Story. Did you roast that?
Mommy, do you want to eat it?
Is it for me?
Yes, for you.
Oh, thank you.
Is it for Daddy?
Look at that. I would say that is the perfect roasted marshmallow. Sacha says they need to have a crispy shell, but don't be burnt. And then on the inside they have sausage.
You need to hear
It's good.
It cracks. I just put the fire out and we've had to abandon the house. It's not a very effective chimney. Most of the smoke is coming out through the holes in the roof. We've had to abandon the house and move further away so we don't get smoke inhalation problems. Well, I'm glad we managed to actually cook some marshmallows effectively as well. They were really good marshmallows, weren't they?
Yeah, we did. We did it.
They do actually have a bonfire here as well that you could use, but it's far too wet to do this at the moment. Everything's been raining, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it has. Yeah, a lot.
Poppy is diving into the campfire, looking for something in there. Maybe some meat dropped in or something.
Yeah,
Oh, what's she got? A stick? Story has just been drawing a picture. Can you explain it to me?
This is us with marshmallows.
Yeah.
This is Mummy and me. And this is the campfire.
Oh, I see. And what's all the grey lines?
The smoke.
You even drew the smoke.
Oh, that's a good memory though, hey? Whoa. Yeah.
It's like a little photograph, isn't it, Story? Are you going to colour it or are you going to leave it black and white?
I'm going to keep it like
Okay.
this.
Well, Story's having fun and that is the most important thing.
Exactly.
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's video. We're going to end it now and we will see you in the next one. Bye.